global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Right now, Peter Obi seems to be the preferred choice for the presidency come 2023, and the same Peter Obi seems to be the center stage of anyone who wants to get that throne or that seat. The best person to try to pull down is definitely Peter Obi to get the center view of most Nigerians. As we speak, Peter Obi have decided to speak up concerning his standpoint if Nigeria eventually breaks down or eventually goes into war. As if that is not enough, some persons have decided to go into his past to dig out a lot of facts and figures he has claimed, and as if that's not enough, bad enough, he have decided also to mention the whole issue of industrialization, production of industries, and this is actually coming from his own Kinsman. This is really sad. You know what? We're going to find out all these juicy details into one. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let us start with what Peter Obi said he will do if Nigeria breaks out, or probably go into some sort of war. These are his words. Let's go straight into the news. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has said he won't abandon Nigeria if war breaks out in the country. Obi said he prefers to die in Nigeria if war should break out than to be a free man in another country. He disclosed this during a visual interactive session with more than 1,000 members of his foremost support group, that's the Peter Obi Support Network. The former Anambra State governor said he deliberately avoided obtaining resident permits and citizenship rights from other countries because he believes in Nigeria. Wow. According to him, and I quote him, he said, "When I left the United Kingdom after residing there for over 10 years, I returned everything that belonged to them. I have a singular focus on Nigeria, and I do not think I need a citizenship or residence right of any other country when I haven't finished exploiting my nature-given rights and privileges as a Nigerian. If I'm out of Nigeria today and there is a war in Nigeria, I will find a way to return to Nigeria because I would rather die in my country, Nigeria, than live free in another man's country." The presidential candidate appealed to Nigerians in the diaspora to contribute to the country's development. Wow, this is so super touching. Let's hope and pray also that this is not super story. But over the years, a lot of Nigerians have, those who know Peter Obi personally, have learned to believe some of his words, or even not most of his words. He's a man of integrity, a man who have always tried as much as he can to stand true to his word. Let's find out what a Kinsman said about Peter Obi that is causing a lot of worry right now in Nigeria. Well, according to an APC presidential candidate, Dumebi while speaking with the channel's television, has questions Peter Gregory Obi's credibility, saying that if he actually has the solution to Nigerians' problem, why didn't people living in Abuja, Lagos, and other states move to Anambra State during his time as the governor? While speaking with the press, Dumebi in reference to the support Peter Obi is getting from Nigerians, made it known that if Peter Gregory Obi, who happens to be the former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate for the Labour Party LP, actually have the solution to Nigerians' problem, why didn't people move into his state during his tenure? So he would love to see those industries he talked about. So further speaking, Dumebi added that Anambra State is now the home of IPOB, adding that he watched a video of Nnamdi Kanu talking about the bad governance of Peter Obi, but Nigerians still choose to follow him. We can't afford to be deceived the second time. Dumebi who also asked what is the difference between Peter Obi, who was the vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar, who he is running against now, because he, Dumebi would love to see what Peter Obi have to say about Atiku Abubakar and his political party PDP, which he was part of before now. A lot of Nigerians have been reacting to this. In a nutshell, what he's trying to say is trying to demarcate Peter Obi, to me, in a nutshell. He's saying that Peter Obi has been shouting, industry, I will get the industry, we need to be going to production and not consumption. He said, but it's Anambra State during his tenure as Anambra State governor. What did he do differently that did not make Nigerians who were living in Abuja or Lagos to come to Anambra and invest? He said that one. He said even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then was actually advocating, saying there was bad governance in the tenure of Peter Obi. Now, that's Dumebi Kachuku Nwafo seriously talking down on his own brother, probably because he's an APC member. But yet, another PDP stakeholder said it categorically, said, look, the only problem he has with Peter Obi is with the region he came from. He said because of the agitation for Biafra, IPOB agitation, that honestly speaking, that Peter Obi's capacity and his onions, knowing his onions when it comes to economic dexterity and development, there is not in doubt. That's a northerner. While a southeasterner is busy in the name of politics. Let's just see how Peter will respond to this eventually. But let's feel the pulse of Nigeria. And this one here is saying he just asked a serious question. So, someone should show those industries in Anambra and not to insult the man. Charity begins at home. Let him show the ones he built in Anambra when he was the governor. And that person says, someone said a factory after Bridgehead, an innocent motor manufacturing company, was built because Obi gave them the enabling environment. Okay. And that person here is saying, Samela Industries, Interfact Beverage Company, and so on and so on. People are mentioning companies that started existing during Peter Obi's tenure as the governor of Anambra State. Okay, this is good to note. And that person said all the engine oils in Nigeria is being manufactured in Anambra. Innocent, in fact, go to Anambra and see things for yourself. Wow. This was an innocent Anambra going to Anambra cities first. Another person here saying the question about Peter Obi every time should be referenced to the television station that must ask their guests about him all the time. I think it is a part of the media bliss Bio is instigating through his campaign organization led by Donyo Kunkwe and his group. And that person here saying, where are the ones built by Tinubu or Atiku during their regime? Some of you are having brain miscarriage. This one here saying, someone will show your I tell you that again. So someone will show your hunger and death certificate soon. I don't understand what you're trying to write here. Another person here is saying, well, which means Tinubu is the most qualified candidate because 80 pieces of production companies and manufacturing companies are located in Lagos and Ogun State. Okay. Another person is built by Anambra State. If it is Buhari, what will you say? Another person said, from your response so far, safely, I can conclude that Obi supporters are largely not understanding the dynamics of the time. Okay, well, let's look at this. Some persons are saying if they are bringing out the likes of Innocent, Samela, and Interfact Beverage Company, were they built by Anambra State Governor? The then Anambra State Governor. But somebody else answered saying that what he did was to give them enabling environment. But another person said if you want to go by that, then all the companies, manufacturing companies located in Ogun State and Lagos State, then by virtue of production, that Tinubu should take the day because of the enabling environment. It's up to you guys. What's your take? That's a huge question he asked, and a lot of Nigerians and the fact they're battling it all here for want of time.